Before earning enough cash back from Bank of America to help pay for her kids' ice time. Before earning 1% cash back everywhere, every time. And 2% back at the grocery store. Even before she got 3% back on gas. All with no hoops to jump through. Katie used her Bank Americard Cash Rewards credit card to stay warm and toasted during the heat of competition. That's the comfort of rewarding connections. Apply online or at a Bank of America near you.
To do great things, sometimes you gotta break the rules. The all-new Surface Pro 4. A new screen for new perspectives. We reinvented the Surface Pro so you can reinvent everything else.
A tradition unlike any other, the Masters on CBS.
This broadcast is copyrighted by NFL Productions for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the consent of NFL Productions is prohibited.
Today's Next Gen Stats brought to you by Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing. Steelers' first handle of the third quarter. It begins at the 21. And a quick pass, a little too high, sailed on him. Intended for Bryant. Again, the Next Gen Stats presented by Mercedes-Benz. And how are they playing here, these wideouts, these DBs? How much space are they giving them, Phil?
Well, here's the first game over here, and look at everyone. All the numbers across are deeper because the first time they played bump man-to-man coverage, Wade Phillips wanted to switch up. He did, but towards the end of the half, he started crowding the line of scrimmage a little more, so I don't think he was happy with that zone defense the way it went for his team.
There's Roethlisberger finding a man open at the last moment. It's Bryant who weaves past Roby, and look at him take off to the 26.
Everybody followed Roethlisberger looking to the right, and they leave Bryant alone at the top of the screen. So as Roethlisberger moves, you can see they're coming across. They think they can read the quarterback, and when you do that in zone defense, it opens up a big gaping hole. And how about Bryant running with the football when he gets it in the open field?
Well, he runs for 52 total on that play. Plus, he's got that 40-yard reverse in the first half. That set up the game's only touchdown. They have had now 4 big plays in this game, the Steelers. And unable to hold on to it. Miller. Ball hit the ground as Trevathan ends up with the football.
How about this? It's a little zone read. They fake it, and they're hoping everybody's going to jump up for the run game. And Brandon Marshall, not fooled at all, but the big play to Martavis Bryant, that was all because Ben Roethlisberger, 2 hands on the football, moved in the pocket, and made the play.
And that play gave him the 7th first down of the game. And 5 of them have come on these giant gains. 2 pass plays over 50 yards included. There's another open target. That's Bryant again for a first.
Oh, it's a beautiful throw. And that's, I think, throwing to this sideline to Ben Roethlisberger's right is the easiest one because the wind's behind their back and across the field. Good timing.
Talib playing went way off of him.
One of the few teams in the NFL that throws these rhythm out cuts like that to their wide receivers. Most teams too afraid to do it. Something could go wrong. Not Pittsburgh. Been doing it since Bill Cowher was the head coach.
You set it down, and that's broken up by Harris. Again, they were going back to Bryant. Harris was there in a hurry. Tonight on 60 Minutes, Sean Penn, in his only interview, talks about his secret meeting with the drug lord El Chapo. Plus, Chinese spies are costing America billions of dollars and millions of jobs. How are they doing it? 60 Minutes tonight, only CBS. 2nd and 10.
Screens for either team not working very well here today. Both defenses have seen it so much, they react very well to it.
It's the Miller. Give him 5.
Well, you can hear the Steeler fans. Don't see that many in the crowds, but I heard the old Heath call as he
Ben goes over 200 yards passing with that completion. He's got a big 3rd and 5 coming up at the Denver 10. Leading it by a point. They've had 6 straight pass plays.
With a 2 double fakes by the left guard, tapping the center to make sure the defensive line doesn't time the snap. Oh, this is going to be on 4.
Got it away just in time. Goes to the end zone, and it's knocked down by Talib, denying Martavis Bryant. Good play by Aqib Talib.
I think it was. He was playing the outside the whole way because T.J. Ward, the safety, was going to help him out if Bryant came to the inside. Excellent play.
So bring out Chris Boswell, the first-year kicker from Rice, whose college roommate was Coach Kubiak's son, Klein Kubiak, and his holder at Rice.
Oh.
Spent a lot of time around the Kubiak house when Gary was the coach of the Texans and kids were competing nearby Rice University. Kick is good from 28. Boswell 6 for 6 now in the postseason. 13-9 Steelers.
What's America's best-selling brand of trucks? You're in for a big surprise, pal. Actually, you're not. It's Ford F-Series again, and it wasn't even close. Same trucks that have been leading the industry for 39 straight years. Why? Game-changing innovation, like F-150's high-strength military-grade aluminum alloy, which helps make it stronger, more capable, and more efficient than ever. Innovation. It's why Ford F-Series is making every other truck brand history.
Serena Williams.
Hi, Watson.
You are a fierce competitor.
I've heard that.
I have analyzed your biggest matches.
Oh, really?
When down a point, you serve an ace 5.8 times more than other top players.
You sound like a coach.
I am not, but I can customize training programs based on biomarker data.
Watson, that's pretty impressive.
You might say I am the Serena Williams of cloud-based cognitive systems.
No, I wouldn't go that far.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Southwest. Transparency, low fares, nothing to hide. IBM Watson can help us outthink our biggest challenges. And by the Ford F-150, every other truck is history. There's the Museum of Nature and Science here in Denver. Commissioner Goodell is on site for this final divisional game of the weekend.
Well, you're seeing a good game.
Going to bring Boykin in right away. Pittsburgh's put up 31 points in the postseason. 19 of those 31 points have been provided by Boswell, who on his last kickoff sent it to about row 3. Not quite as far this time, but clearly gets the job done. You've mentioned the drop passes by the Broncos.
Well, yes, and what these drop passes are doing, that was early on the first drive of the game. And it's some of these are third downs, not keeping the drive going. Of course, when you drop passes, it hurts the rhythm. You know, you say, oh, they look uninspired if you're a fan sometimes. Well, you got to make plays to get the rhythm going for your players, to give them confidence. But as I always say, to give confidence to the play caller, too.
Demaryius Thomas, dinged on the last drive, is back out there. Peyton steps up. That's his best throw of the day. It's to Sanders. And he's bounced out by Blake and Shazier in the area.
Like the first play when we saw the first throw from Peyton Manning. Look at the separation. Antoine Blake is giving up top to Emmanuel Sanders. And really good throw. Football comes out of Peyton Manning's hand cleanly and on time.
That's the longest pass play for Manning in this game. 19 yards gained.
Black 80! Black! 80 side! Good, we're good! Omaha!
They were coming in on him, and he got it away in the area of Daniels. Look at Jarvis Jones there to knock it down.
Talked about all these linebackers many times. They're about 7 or 8 deep who they can play. Jarvis Jones to the right of the screen. Good protection. All over Owen Daniels. But, you know, the play before when Antoine Blake was so deep, look, that's how they teach them. This defense, just make sure you don't give up the big pass over the top. That's what they're built on. The athletes will make a play sooner or later.
They go to the right side with a run again. And a stick by James Harrison along with Stephon Tuitt. And a loss of 1.
I think Harrison's getting younger. Meaner, madder, I don't know what. But, boy, can he get underneath. 92 on the outside. Virgil Green, a very good blocking tight end. Couldn't handle him.
A couple of years ago, he was almost out of the league.
He was gonna retire, or you thought?
Had a really uneventful year down in Cincinnati, and he comes back to Pittsburgh and regaining form. Had a sack last week in the win against the Bengals. Here's a 3rd and 11. Manning gets the feet planted in the pass. It's out of reach for Thomas.
Well, he picked up the blitz.
That was Anderson who picked up the blitz.
Excellent job by him, but nobody opened down the field where Peyton Manning is looking. Anderson steps in, gets Shazier. Look at the space. But when you see the throw, that's what you do. Cover the guy at the first down marker. Let the short guy be open.
Broncos now 1 out of 10 on 3rd down. Colquitt, not a lot of hang time here. Wynn's got it, knocks it down, and it's picked up. Wheaton got a hand on it. It's a freak football. And Hayward Bay takes it out of bounds with him. Never got the clean handle back, but alertly made sure it did go back to the Broncos. Again, it was Kayvon Webster making a special teams play. Wheaton, the returner with Antonio Brown out. He's had a couple of miscues in this game.
Anna thinks you need a PhD to do your own taxes. So we brought in Dr. Michael Littman to help explain to Anna the complexity behind her refund.
So you're getting this refund because your son is a qualifying dependent, and that makes you eligible for the child tax credit.
I can see that.
Good. Excellent.
I'm good now.
Good now. Good. Good. Good.
Intuit TurboTax. Taxes done smarter.
I had a limit, but with new odor blocker, the most powerful Old Spice antiperspirant in the world, I found a new one. 1,207 miles per hour. That seems to be...
Back in 1965, Subway's founders Fred DeLuca and Dr. Peter Buck teamed up with one simple mission.
Fresh sandwiches.
I like it.
The idea seemed crazy in a time when artificial foods and gimmicks were all the rage. But roller skates didn't make food any fresher, and mascots didn't make it any tastier. As it turned out, Fred was right. Sandwiches made with freshly baked bread, fresh veggies, and delicious meats would stand the test of time. We were fresh before it was fresh to be fresh. The Subway Sandwich Shop, founded on fresh.
This Friday...
Hey, Grandpa.
What the...
Just chill. Hakuna Matata.
Dirty Grandpa is jaw-dropping.
Party till you're pregnant!
And hilarious.
You're just a dirty, dirty grandpa.
Dirty Grandpa. Rated R. Starts Friday.
Falling in love with a rich guy is great.
To Christy.
For your mother.
I'm gonna ride this pony right into the winner's circle.
A new mom. Then you've never met a guardian angel like Amy.
You're getting a face full of the sisters now, aren't you? I'm sorry. Or should I say you're welcome?
New Angel from Hell after a new mom, CBS Thursday.
Have fun with friends and hone your football skills. Play NFL Flag. Go to playfootball.com today to find a league in your community. Steelers backed up at the 6. Midway third quarter with Pittsburgh leading it. It's Toussaint. He waited, but nothing developed. Trevathan went laterally with him and knocked him back for a loss of 1.
Well, good play, but we started this game. How's Ben Roethlisberger's shoulder going to be? Look at the follow-through. It's perfect. He says that's where the pain comes. But how about, it's good to be 6'4", 6'5", 240 pounds. You could stand in there and get bumped around and still make throws like that down the field.
He's had 4 completions that have gone for more than 20 yards. In fact, a couple for 50 plus. 2nd and 11. We stay with Toussaint, and again, early contact. Vance Walker met him at the line of scrimmage.
Now they're deep along the defensive line. So when you get in there, you get a couple snaps, you can just let it go.
Well, Pittsburgh said with a lot of pride, particularly Ryan Shazier, we'd like to be the difference makers in this game and win it. We'd like to be the ones that win it for us. Well, the Denver defense got to be thinking the same thing. They need to step up as their offense has not been productive. 3rd and 11. Late handoff to Todman. He's hit by Stewart. It comes over with the shoulder at the 10-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but 3 and out.
Boy, that was really a conservative series for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I mean, usually they would try a screen or something to catch the defense off guard, but that time, 3 runs. Good reaction by the Denver defense.
Want to see what Jordan Berry does here. The last time he punted from the end zone, it was a 27-yard punt.
Going with the end-over-end kick.
Fair catch by Norwood. Denver will start at its own 47. It's a 43-yard punt by Berry that time. Broncos trail it here, 13-9.
Crawfish shorts, I like your style. Hooked it just a little bit. Don't open that cellar door. Epic comeback starts right here. Lucky shot.
When things aren't made well, you find out sooner or later. If something is important, it shouldn't break, jam, crack, tear, snap, or only work in one corner of your house. Verizon built America's best, most reliable network for one reason, because it matters. Stand out by design. That feeling recaptured by design.
Don't miss the new hit drama Limitless, CBS Tuesday 10/9 Central.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Nationwide. Nationwide is on your side. And by Verizon. Join a better network because better matters. You see the capital of Colorado there. A lot of anxious folks here in the Rocky Mountain area as the #1 seed trails here at home with 6 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. And again, they start with excellent field position.
Probably time to open it up. The run game is really having a hard time putting them in tough situations.
There they go to the air, and the catch made for the first down. That's Sanders. His 3rd catch of the game goes for 10.
You know, they're playing safe on the corners. Peyton Manning knows that. When you look at Pittsburgh, when they rush forward, they're not the kind of team that can get to the quarterback too quick.
Open in the middle. It's Norwood twisting with Shazier on him. And let's see if they spotted enough for the first. Yep, it's going to be a first down. Another 10-yard pass play. And now they pick up the tempo a little bit here. Back at the line. Manning from under center. Handoff. opening. And it's an 11-yard run.
Really good cutback by C.J. Anderson. Looks like there's going to be nowhere to go as he goes outside, but he stops on a dime. And how about the left tackle? Ryan Harris stays with his block and allows him to cut back inside and get that big gain.
Well, there was some cut by Anderson, who now has 7 carries for 55 yards. They just had 3 plays going for 10, 10, and 11. They've moved some players around on the O-line. They've moved Garcia over to the right side. Peyton fakes going right, and he's tackled down. And again, it's James Harrison with the sack.
Well, they were going for the touchdown. The screen plays have been attacked by the Steelers, so this time they were going to go. Harrison gets inside and makes it. He was going to fake the screen and try to go down the field, but James Harrison all over it.
Boy, did he have C.J. Anderson on his heels. Just bulldozed right past him, loss of 7.
Pittsburgh defense was not fooled. Great job by the secondary and everybody not going for the pump fake by Peyton Manning.
Now back at the 29 and a 2nd and 17. They're blitzing with Allen. It's picked up. The pass was tipped, I believe, but caught with Latimer. His 2nd reception of the game goes for 6. Still going to be 3rd and long for Denver.
It's a little 4-man rush. Allen comes from the outside. The football was tipped on the inside. Couldn't see who hit it.
Actually, it just came out of his hand funny.
Came out of his hand, out the side of his hand. That's right.
So they're back to this old...
That's the tough side of the field, Jim. That is into the wind, coming towards you and across. That's where those outside throws can be hard.
The old 3rd down issue for them. Been problematic throughout. Timeout called. Timeout called by Manning. Face a 3rd and 11 here. Inside 3 minutes to go in the 3rd.
Indulgence no longer comes at a price. Well, actually it does, but it's just $9.99. New Hot Shot Whiskey Chicken, Applebee's Grill and Bar favorites made a little better for you. Featuring new dishes loaded with flavor and all under 650 calories.
Around the world, around the clock, in defense of all we hold dear back home, America's Navy.
Here's a true story about a clasher named Servant and his 6 perfectly placed traps. And 15 enemy giants.
Other wireless carriers make families share data, not T-Mobile. Switch now and get 4 lines with up to 6 gigs each and no sharing. Just $30 a line at T-Mobile.
Mr. Wade. Clark Kent, Daily Planet.
Civil liberties are being trampled on in your city. The bat vigilante thinks he's above the law. Don't believe everything you hear, son.
Boys, Bruce Wayne meets Clark Kent. I love it. I love bringing people together. Lex, it is a pleasure. Ow, wow, that is a good grip. You should not pick a fight with this person.
Rated PG-13.
Tonight,
Warning!
these neighbors will put Madam Secretary to the test.
You want us to move? Seriously?
A new Madam Secretary, then.
I hurt.
Can she ever forgive?
It's not about us.
A new Good Wife after Madam Secretary, CBS tonight.
The Broncos have not produced a touchdown in their last 20 postseason possessions since their first possession against Indianapolis in the divisional round last year. That's a span over 92 minutes of playing time in the postseason without finding the end zone. They've got a 3rd and 11 here. After burning a timeout, let's see what they come up with. Pittsburgh rushes 4. Down the sideline, pass over the head of Norwood.
Excellent coverage, Antoine Blake. He just shows you, when he plays off, he'll give you the short route. But this time, it's all about him going one-on-one against Norwood, and Antoine Blake wins it.
So So back to Brandon McManus, who's converted from 28, 41, and 51. This will be another 41-yard attempt. Kick by McManus. Dead center. 13-12 game now, Steelers. The NFL Pro Bowl gets you closer to the players and the action. Hall of Famers Michael Irvin, Jerry Rice select the teams at the Pro Bowl draft on Wednesday, January 27th. And you can watch the Pro Bowl live from Aloha Stadium on Sunday, January 31st on ESPN. Go to NFL.com/Pro Bowl to learn more. And one of the very first ever at ESPN, the great Jim Simpson, passed away this week at the age of 88. Of course, I remember him from his days of covering the old AFL, many other things. He was the voice on radio of Super Bowl I. He called World Series actions, golf, so many of the old AFL games on NBC. Legendary voice and consummate gentleman. Jim Simpson was 88 years old. Our thoughts to all the family.
Well, you know, you look at this, the Steelers had the ball backed up, couldn't do anything with it. Defense came through once again, held them to a field goal, and
McManus's boot, not returnable. Roethlisberger 12 out of 22 for 201 yards. So far in this game, the Steelers have not turned the football over. They've committed only 2 penalties. Is the kind of performance coming in shorthanded without the likes of Antonio Brown. This is the way they had to play this game.
Absolutely. I think that we saw that the last series, the respect they have for Denver's defense, the speed, the fact that he can do something, and they didn't want to make a mistake to turn this game in momentum completely away from what they established for the first 2.5 quarters.
Toussaint, the running back, then out of the gun. Pocket held up for him, and he got it to Coates. And Coates tries to issue a stiff arm challenge to Harris, and he's taken out of bounds. Another nice gain though for Coates, this one for 24.
Well, coming from the right side, Coates is inside. It takes so long, he gets such good protection, and boy, Ben Roethlisberger just so calm with everything around him, gives Sammy Coates the extra time to get open.
His second catch. Roethlisberger telling us last night, this last month, Coates has looked spectacular in practice. Just hoping, he felt that coming on to the field for a game that it would click out here as well. First and 10 throw. And a nice tackle by Harris. And a catch by Wheaton. So next Sunday, the championship games. The NFC is all set. The 1 and the 2. Arizona will be at Carolina. They met last year actually in the wild card round. 2 teams who have been to the Super Bowl in recent years. That'll be on Fox next Sunday. And we'll have before that the AFC championship game. Will it be Pittsburgh at New England, or will New England travel to Denver? We're going to find that out over the next 16.5 minutes of game action. 2nd and 4. Roethlisberger throws that away. I might add, all flags coming in. Coates was the receiver over there. Bradley Roby says, "What did I do?"
Pass interference. Defense number 29. Automatic first down.
This is the first penalty of the game against the Broncos.
Well, looks like he pushed him out of bounds as they're going deep down the field. It was a blitz. It's one-on-one contact after 10 yards, and he rides Sammy Coates out. That's a good call.
Did you feel that was catchable?
No, I did not think it was catchable. You know, the push out of bounds, Roethlisberger read it, threw it where he thought he had to, the wind.
First down at the 38. Open across the middle.
But what you're seeing here, is why Wade Phillips changed his strategy from the Week 15 game. And Jim, because you look at these guys and these receivers, they're dynamic, and if you play them too much, me against you, you're going to lose sooner or later. And they're trying to avoid that here today in this game, and tough to do because even with Antonio Brown out, a lot of places to go with the football.
2nd and 5. Toussaint gets a head start. He's got a first down at the 23. Ramon Foster, one of those who gave him a big lane.
Well, what happens is they got a linebacker. Instead of a linebacker, they got a safety in there. Ramon Foster is going to push T.J. Ward right out there. So that was a good call by Ben Roethlisberger. Change the play. If they're playing pass, we'll run it.
Steelers have already gained more yardage. We're not quite finished with the third quarter than the Broncos allow per game this season. Best in the league. From the 24. Pressure. Roethlisberger. No chance. And a flag. And a ball is out. The ball is out. Antonio Smith falls on it. It was Shaq Barrett who hit Roethlisberger. Smith who recovered it.
The runner's ruled down by contact.
Plus, we've got a flag as well, penalty marker.
Personal foul, grasping the face mask, offense number 77. 15-yard penalty, first down.
Well, just getting ready to say, Jim, when you look at this offensive line today, 77, Marcus Gilbert, the right tackle, reaches up high, gets the face mask of Shaq Barrett. But Villanueva, the left tackle,
see if the
he's down before the ball comes out. It looks like from that angle.
Seems to be some discussion here.
Well, Gary,
do they really want to accept the penalty?
Denver is accepting the penalty, 1st and 25.
But to finish my thought, the offensive line for the Steelers in a lot of tough passing situations today, they have come through, especially the tackles.
So they'll bring it back to the 39. Clock is now running. And Ben says we're going to head on to the 4th. With the lead, the Steelers in front. 13-12. You're watching the NFL on CBS.
What's the story behind Sean Penn's secret visit with the drug lord El Chapo?
Is a very good question.
I know it is. What's the answer?
Find out only on 60 Minutes tonight.
Tom Selleck stars in a new Blue Bloods, CBS this Friday.
Getting to the top is always a challenge. However, if you drive the award-winning Jeep Grand Cherokee or the versatile Jeep Cherokee, you'll realize the top is just the beginning. One drive and you'll discover why the Jeep brand continues to be the best-selling SUV brand. During the auto show, returning FCA lessees get $6,000 total cash allowance on the purchase of the 2016 Jeep Cherokee Latitude.
We have one goal: to end cancer. From targeted therapies to next-generation technology that pinpoints radiation with sub-millimeter accuracy, we are leading the fight with pioneering research that gives you your best chance of beating cancer. And this is where the battle is fought, with survival rates among the best in the nation. At James Graham Brown Cancer Center, we don't just fight cancer, we win.
When new Hondas start at just $179, you know it's a special after auto show sale. That Honda you fell in love with at the show, take it home now from $179 a month, or with rates as low as 0.9 at your Kentuckiana Honda dealers. It's time to get smart, street smart, with zero due-at-lease signing on a brand new Honda. Get zero down payment, zero first payment, and zero deposit from Honda, the big winner in KBB's Best Buys for 2016. How's that for smart at your Kentuckiana Honda dealers?
WLKY weather, available on 103.9 The Hog.
This year, over 300,000 kids around the country joined their favorite NFL teams for the chance to play like the pros when they signed up for NFL Flag, powered by USA Football, the sport's national governing body. They twirled like Beckham, caught it like Gronk, and ran like Cam. Sign your kids up today so they too can play like the pros and learn the values of America's favorite sport on and off the field. Now through mid-April, boys and girls ages 5 through 17 can sign up for NFL Flag Football. Visit NFLflag.com to sign up today.
Here today, we have some of those young athletes. Please direct your attention to the north end zone to recognize boys and girls from local NFL flag leagues who represent more than 300,000 athletes playing NFL flag, powered by USA Football. To find a league near you, visit NFLflag.com. All right, Phil, we start the fourth quarter here. The Broncos accepted that penalty there at the end of the third. It's going to be 1st and 25. It could have been 2nd and 17. But Kubiak took the yardage, bringing the ball back to the 39.
It's a good point. I would have taken the sack and made it 2nd and 17.
I would have too.
Just that extra play always would concern me, especially when you're talking about Ben Roethlisberger being the opposing quarterback.
Todman is the running back next to Roethlisberger. He's going to pitch it to him. Todman reverses course. This may cost him. Staying with him was Ware. Demaryius Ware decks him for a loss. And now that decision looks a whole lot better.
It sure does. But, you know, so hard, this play, they're trying to get a little crack back to fool the defense, but it's hard to fool just so many fast guys on Denver's defense. They were not fooled by the fake going to the right wide and cutting back to the left.
It lost 5.
Demaryius Ware once again good against the run.
Back to the 44 and a 2nd and 30. Pass sailed on him and was behind Wheaton. 3rd down.
Well, I think it got away from Ben Roethlisberger that time a little bit. He wants him to sit down because it was a zone. So if you saw that pass, there was nobody around Wheaton. Protection was good.
Has to get all the way to the 14 for the first.
Or try to get a pass somewhere to be in field goal range.
Got to be what they have designs on. This could do it. Bryant's got him in field goal range. Talib wraps him up along with Marshall. Be a field goal somewhere around 50, maybe a yard or two longer.
Well, Martavis Bryant probably cost himself 3 or 4 yards by bouncing it outside, trying to get extra yards.
How about this? They have decided, instead of going for what would be a 52-yard field goal with Boswell, they're going to punt it. Going to punt it with Jordan Berry. Interesting.
Yep, I definitely can understand it, Jim, just because of the wind conditions. They're kicking somewhat into the wind from right to left as you look at the offensive side.
Got a delay of game coming up here.
Delay of game, offense, 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
Okay, Berry now ready. They tried to rush him. Picked up. He boots it into the end zone on the fly. Just a net of 19.
This is our point of view. If there's a better way, take it. If there's a mold, break it. If there's a trail, blaze it. If you see the future, shape it. The there's an icon, remake it. If there's a perception, escape it. If there's a road, race it. If there's a shortcut, never, ever take it. If it can save lives, embrace it. And if there's a dream to be chased, chase it. This is what we make. And this is how we make it.
Let me get a McPick too.
Introducing a hot new deal at McDonald's that starts with you. Now get 2 delicious tastes for just $2. The McPick 2 menu. Mix and match new melty mozzarella sticks with a juicy McDouble or golden fries with a classic McChicken. Only $2 for any 2. Hurry in and choose your faves for just $2. It's the tastiest deal yet. Just ask for it.
I got plans.
I'm going places.
I got plans to command your respect.
I got plans to be great.
Let's go, get in, get in.
You are watching the NFL on CBS, home of Super Bowl 50.
All right, the Broncos ready to break huddle, and going in this direction should be favorable for Peyton Manning.
I think so, especially if he throws the outside routes to his right. The wind can help you. It seems like all day, even for Ben Roethlisberger, those are the easier throws.
Here they come, Will Allen again. Peyton gets back on his feet and throws to an open man. It's Sanders. Peyton ducked to avoid the contact with Will Allen, realized he hadn't been touched, and then got up and completed the longest play of the game for the Broncos, 34 yards.
I know he was not touched. He went down, and I was going to say he gave himself up, and maybe, but he...
I tell you, there's a challenge flag coming out for precisely that reason.
But they're going to, maybe they thought he didn't give himself up because he got right up after he fell down.
Mike Carey is with us here.
Now, down by contact is the only thing that's reviewable here. If they're talking about giving himself up, that is not a reviewable aspect of replay.
That's probably why this discussion's going on so long.
Correct.
The play is not reviewable. As the runner went down, got back up, and without being down by contact. First down. There is no timeout charged on the play.
Will Allen came close to making just even a brush, a little contact, but he didn't. Saw it especially from this angle here.
If he would have nipped the jersey, Peyton Manning would have been down at that spot. Alert play by Peyton Manning. Knew that he wasn't touched, got up, got the big completion.
Yeah, 34 gained. Now with the Steelers 46.
Change in play, thinks it's a blitz.
They do blitz with Allen again. With a sidearm throw, and it's not caught. Hillman, they had a similar drop in the first half with Anderson coming out to the right flat in the same direction.
Well, it's just another way of trying to get 4 rushers at Peyton Manning. That's what they did, and Hillman just took too long to get out there, turn around, and find the football. But you can put that on the list of drop passes.
Oh, a timeout called here by the Broncos. That's the second one they've used.
Charge timeout, Denver. 30-second
they took
timeout.
one on that 3rd and 11 in the 3rd quarter that really never materialized into anything except an incomplete pass. So that left with 1 here in the final 12:48 as we take a look at our nationwide Skycam.
Well, you're right, Jim. 2 timeouts. Regular season football, second half timeouts, you do everything you can not to use them up because of a situation like this. And playoff football, it's absolutely paramount not to make a mistake in communication or what you're doing to use them, because we know the game's going to come down to the wire, and those timeouts are always valuable.
3 receivers to the right, Owen Daniels to the left. It's a handoff, Hillman. And he's tackled back at the 50. That timeout did not benefit the Broncos at all.
What a look. 1 defensive lineman in the game. Here comes Will Allen once again. Oh, missed him. Number 20 to the inside.
It's a loss of 4 on the play.
So that's what kind of confuses you. That's why you see the rhythm of the offense is not what we expect from Peyton Manning and Denver, because of blitzes and looks like we just saw.
Here they come again. Pass away. And it's tackled. Thomas tackled at the 46. Just a 4-yard pickup. And Denver will punt.
This defense has gotten better over the end of the year. Here comes a corner blitz. That's what you like to do when the football is on the hash mark towards you. And if you're going to have those blitzes, be a sure tackler, and that's what we saw from the defense.
Colquitt. Flag is on the field. Wheaton fumbled it. The ball is loose. And it's recovered right on the goal line by Pittsburgh. They say for a touchback. Recovered by Ross Cockrell. Ross Cockrell with the recovery. There's a flag back at the line of scrimmage.
It's on Denver.
The ruling on the field is the ball was muffed, went in the end zone. It's still a kick. By rule, it is a touchback.
There still is a penalty marker down at the far side 48.
The foul's for illegal motion on the offense, number 36. The 5-yard penalty will be added from the 20-yard line. First down, Pittsburgh, timeout.
So they'll have it at the 25 out of the break. Not sure that ball should have been spotted to the 1. Inside the 1.
Where were you born? It's a question asked all the time. Because where you're from shapes who you are, inspires how you do things. And when that inspiration comes from a place this refreshing, this majestic, this, well, you get the idea. Coors Light, born in the Rockies.
Hey, Chip, how'd the discount double check work for you?
Great. Just wish I had double checked those throwback uniforms, though. Cannot believe I found your size. Whoop! Look at that, huh? Woo! You liked them, though, right?
No, I didn't.
It pays to double check. Save big with State Farm.
Here's something to shout from the mountaintop. Cricket's plans start at $35 a month after $5 auto pay credit, with more 4G LTE coverage nationwide than T-Mobile or Sprint. Cricket Wireless, something to smile about.
Direct from our imagination. The all-new Civic from Honda.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Clean, Crisp Coors Light. State Farm. Find your agent at statefarm.com. And by the all-new 2016 Honda Civic. biking down the 16th Street Mall in downtown Denver. This crowd is still barking about that call. Well, the Cockrell, looking at the replays during the break, really didn't gain full control of it until he did slide into the end zone. So it's brought out to the 20 plus the 5-yard penalty. Roethlisberger goes across the middle, and he's got Jesse James. And there's a flag in the area where he's tackled. That had been sitting there for a while. 27-yard play.
Prior to the pass, illegal contact, defense number 54. Penalties decline, first down.
Great drive starter. What they do, they fake the screen outside and watch it go up the seam, goes around the linebacker. And again, it's like a reverse. Take advantage of the fact that we know they're fast. They're going to react to what they see. And Jesse James went inside, made a big catch.
Yeah, make that 22 on the play to James.
Right away, it changes field position.
It's the middle again. Wheaton slips through a tackle. And he has another first down, diving to the 40.
Well, let's just go back to how we started this game. What did we talk about? Can the receivers? Antonio Brown's out. What are they going to do? Number 11, Wheaton, coming underneath. They create a little traffic jam for him. And Mike Tomlin, only in his words, what did he say? We know we have a Batman in Antonio Brown and some Robbins. We'll see if anybody can step up and be a Batman. Well, most of them have here today. Wide receivers doing a good job of getting open.
That picked up 13. Quick toss. Hayward Bay reaches down, grabs it, brought down at the 35. On Super Bowl Sunday, Pepsi presents the biggest concert of the year, the Pepsi Super Bowl 50 halftime show. And for the first time ever, Pepsi giving fans exclusive behind-the-scenes access as the show comes together. Go to Pepsi.com for more details.
And, you know, to go back to that, Mike Tomlin was saying, sometimes it's easy to be that second and third option, not a lot of pressure. Now that you got to be the first option, they're spreading the football around to all the guys today.
Here's a handoff to Toussaint. Ball is on the ground and recovered by Ware. Cody Wallace tried to fight for it. Looked like Ware had it. It was Roby who charted out of his hands. And it's a Denver recovery. Toussaint was just untouched for the first 6-7 yards of that run, and then Roby came up and knocked it out.
Sometimes you just got to call it a takeaway, and Roby just stuck his hand in there and knocked it out. I think it caught Toussaint by surprise.
First turnover of the game from either side.
Well, once again, the Denver defense, the Denver team, special teams, good field position for the Broncos offense.
They'll have it at the 35. C.J. Anderson unable to stay upright for very long. Early contact, gains 2. Not only is it a takeaway, the Steelers were showing signs of doing something with that drive. They were moving.
Yeah, they were. They had the rhythm, had the defense kind of on their heels.
Roethlisberger over there having a word of encouragement with Toussaint, trying to keep his head in the game with 9 minutes to play. 2nd and 8. There goes Anderson. He went off a big run. And out of bounds at the 35, and in field goal range on a flag. A flag all the way back at the 43 on the Denver side.
Offense number 79. 10-yard penalty. 2nd down.
On Schofield, and that wipes out a 28-yard Anderson run.
Well, the right tackle, Schofield, really had a good number 79. See him to the right. Reached around, had Lawrence Timmons. Well, what a job the blocks that time inside.
That is a spot foul, so it'll be replaying the down. A 2nd and 12. back at the 33.
But Vasquez, Paradis, all had tremendous blocks. And of course, easy to see, Schofield didn't need to reach out. The runner was going to go by Lawrence Timmons, even if he wasn't blocked. Peyton Manning called him in a blitz. That's why they had that big run.
The blitz with Allen again. Pass should have been intercepted. William Gay had jumped in front of Sanders.
Boy, he read it all the way. Top of your screen, number 22, William Gay. Reading the quarterback. Oh, man, he beats Sanders to the route. And Sanders, what a job, gets his hand in there and knocks the interception away.
Intern defender the last moment. Manning 19 out of 35 for 184 yards. Then a 3rd and 12. Here they come blitzing again from the secondary. Pass is caught by Fowler, who breaks off the tackle from Allen and is down at the 35. Benny Fowler for 31.
Beautiful throw that time. On the inside, bends it across. Boykin goes for the knockdown, misses it. Allen misses the tackle, and it was another unique rush. Peyton Manning never saw a safety coming free. If he'd have held on to it a second or more, it would have been a fumble.
That's Hillman. And he's decked after 3 by McClendon.
Of course, you got to know the score of the game, the situation. Denver's down 1. And I don't care what they say. Mike Tomlin said he never talked about it this week for 1 second. The altitude, but on defense, Steelers have been out there a lot here in the second half.
Second and 7. Harrison looked to jump, and then it was Daniels who got a little flinchy.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense number 92. 5-yard penalty, second down.
Is that the first one today where his snap count has...
Number 1.
Number 1. That's pretty good by the Steelers defense, because Peyton Manning's usually, it seems like, good for 2 or 3 easily every game.
Second and 2. Hillman. Ridden down, but not until he picks up the first down at the 25. He said at the start that Peyton looked good in practice, as healthy as he's been in over a year. How do you think he's thrown the football today?
Well, he's thrown it okay. I'm not going to say he's thrown it great, but, you know, it's hard to judge it sometimes, too, because of the drop passes, which are a huge part of the football game. But he's done what he set out to do.
First down carry. Taking it outside is Anderson. Good piece of tackling there by Lawrence Timmons.
You know, you play the game, you play the situations. That's what he's done well. He hasn't had a turnover. Got lucky. Could have had an interception. Great job by Sanders preventing it, but found the right guy too, Jim. You know, he is, can't say that he's really missed wide open opportunities down the field either.
No huddle here, second and 6. Now he decides instead of the gun, he'll take it direct from Paradis. There's Sanders with a stiff arm that picked up the first down. Delivered it to Cockrell.
It was a run play all the way, and look how far they're off. Cockrell so far back. Peyton Manning says, the heck with the run. Let's throw the quick screen outside. And look, you cannot tackle any receiver in this league high. They all are great with the straight arm. Even Emmanuel Sanders, who's not a big man, but boy, he's tough. And you saw how he used that straight arm to get some extra yards.
This is the first time the Broncos have been in the red zone since their first drive, a drive which had begun at the 30 of Pittsburgh. Nice wiggle. Hillman tackled down at the 9. It's William Gay tripping him up.
Talked about a defense getting tired. That's what it looks like out there a lot. all these runs, sitting at the line of scrimmage as Peyton Manning goes back and forth, and Keith Butler, the defensive coordinator, hey, he knows it. He's trying everything to catch him off guard. To be honest, to this point, it's been a great job.
We move inside, 5 minutes to go in a game that will advance the winner to the AFC title game next Sunday. Hillman took advantage of a tiny crease, and he's got him first and goal to go. That was some run by Hillman, picked up 7.
69, Evan Mathis, in a nice little move by Hillman. Saw the block that he couldn't go inside. Cuts to the outside. Lawrence Timmons overruns it.
All set up by the Toussaint fumble. Now with first and goal. Hillman, the running back. Hillman.
Wow.
That was some hit by Shazier.
It's like somebody just flew into our TV screen. Ryan Shazier. He plays so much. Number 50. Comes down inside.
Look at Hillman protecting that football, too.
That's a great job. Doesn't come off the field. I said to him last night, don't you get tired? Because it's so much running, the position he plays.
He's out now. It's Anderson. Second and goal. We give it to C.J. Anderson. He goes low, and he stopped about a foot short. Tackled by Dupree and Mitchell.
Well, here you go. Here's the call. Oh, they're going to hurry up.
Yep, they're running right to the line. Back to Anderson. Anderson fights for it, and he's across for the touchdown. Boy, there was contact. Looked like he was going to get stopped initially.
Boykin hit him in the backfield, couldn't stop him.
And that will go for 2, no doubt. Denver's first postseason touchdown in 23 possessions. Going back to the first drive a year ago in the divisional round.
Nice little block by Caldwell, the wide receiver, helps. And the fact that Peyton Manning kind of went with the quick snap count and the quick play, I think that was just enough to catch him off guard to get that touchdown.
Now, what will we do here? What will they do for the 2?
I think it's all going to depend on the defense. He'll read it. It's going to be run pass. Well, maybe not.
It's just taken his last time out.
I'm pretty sure they had 3 receivers right. The football was on the left hash.
And there is Archie Manning. He couldn't even watch.
Nope. Playing every play right along with Peyton, no question, like any father would.
Ware's recovery set up that drive.
Same formation, except this time they got the back in the backfield.
Move him into a slot. Stack 3 to the right. Quick throw. Demaryius Thomas has the 2. Seven-point lead now for the Broncos. Beneficiaries of Toussaint's fumble, forced by Roby, recovered by Ware. And then Anderson powered it across. Thomas took it across for the 2-point conversion.
When things aren't made well, you find out sooner or later. If something is important, it shouldn't break, jam, crack, tear, snap, or only work in one corner of your house. Verizon built America's best, most reliable network for one reason, because it matters.
Keep the dream alive with restyled Honda Accord.
They want NWA? Let's give them NWA.
The movie of our time is straight out of Compton with never-before-seen footage.
Yo, Trey, I got something to say.
Get the unrated director's cut this Tuesday.
CBS has the winning stats.
That is cool.
The best in comedy, drama.
I'm kind of loving this.
News. And the biggest game on the planet, Super Bowl 50. America's most watched network, only CBS.
Coming up, the Subway post-game show. JB, Tony, Bart, Boomer, Coach Cowher, highlights and analysis of the game, and a look ahead to Championship Sunday on the Subway post-game show. McManus boots it deep enough to ensure the touchback and a drive beginning at the 20.
This is our point of view. If there's a better way, take it. If there's a claim, stake it. If there's a perception, escape it. If there's an open road, never waste it. And if there's a dream to be chased, chase it. This is what we make, and this is how we make it.
Survivor returns. Season premiere, CBS Wednesday, February 17th.
The NFL on CBS, sponsored by Rocket Mortgage from Quicken Loans, Push Button Mortgage, and by Subway and the turkey breast sandwich with no artificial preservatives. 4 years ago, these two played an overtime game, the first one to ever go to the new rules in overtime, and now Ben Roethlisberger looks to set up another OT affair here in Denver.
Pressure on the tackles in a situation like this. Crowd noise. Good outside rushers. Can they hold up?
Steps up. Finds his man. What a tackle. And that's a catch by Bryant, who held on. Stewart, who had the chop tackle on him. Gain of 17.
Yep, up at the line of scrimmage. There's going to be a space between Roby and Stewart. Ben Roethlisberger moved in the pocket and found it, made a good throw.
Ben, who last week led them to the game-winning field goal in the final minute, trying to pull off some more late-game heroics. Again, it goes to Bryant. And Harris has hold of him. Then some assistance comes along. Gain of 3. Ben wants to get everybody set, get as many plays as he can on the north side of the 2-minute warning. Of course, the Steelers have all of their timeouts. Well, let's make that down to 2 now. They've just taken one. This divisional weekend, it began with the Patriots knocking out Kansas City. Brady and Gronkowski teaming up twice for touchdowns. How about Larry Fitzgerald last night in overtime? And how about the Hail Marys by Rodgers to get him to overtime? Just amazing. And then the Panthers raced out to a 31-0 lead and then beat Seattle 31-24. So again, next Sunday, it'll either be Pittsburgh at New England or New England at Denver for the AFC Championship. Arizona and Carolina will duel for the NFC title. Roethlisberger's hit his last 6 throws. They've added a couple of seconds on the clock. Pump fake goes underneath. Toussaint pushed back by T.J. Ward.
Plenty of time. Don't rush it where you make a mistake. Know it's 3rd down as a quarterback. Don't take the sack. Well, he's not going to get the play off. Took him too long from down the field to get back, to get in position.
2-minute warning. Big 3rd and 5 is coming up.
Fresh is what we're made of. Much like our tender turkey breast sandwich made with oven-roasted all-white breast meat and no artificial preservatives, it's hard to resist, even for us.
Do you know why you're here?
Not really, no.
You ate all the turkey for our Rhode Island market.
How am I supposed to do quality control if I can't eat the product?
You're not. You work in accounting.
Got it.
Okay.
The tender turkey breast sandwich from the Subway Sandwich Shop. Found it on Fresh.
Nobody gets you closer to the playoffs than NFL Network. Everybody's got to step their game up with the most coverage possible. Hall of Fame analysis from the guys who've been there.
No one expected them to even be in that game.
With exclusive access 24/7. The coverage never stops.
Which makes them very, very dangerous.
And more team reports than anywhere.
Defense really stepped up and shut them down in the second half.
Touchdown! Nobody does the playoffs like NFL Network. Nobody.
One pill makes him their smartest special agent.
Is this some kind of science fair project?
We have PowerPoint, you know.
And CBS Tuesday.
Yes, road trip.
They're on the hunt for a serial murderer, but the only thing being killed is their patience. New Limitless, CBS Tuesday, or stream it live or on demand.
Steelers head to the line of scrimmage, which is at the 43. Facing 3rd and 5, down 7. Pressure. Pass incomplete. Demaryius Ware was on Roethlisberger's back when he unloaded it.
Yep, they put Bill in the way with the left tackle, one-on-one with him, and they're getting pressure inside, and he actually hits his shoulder or his arm a little bit as he tries to throw to the crosser coming across.
So here we are at 4th down now, 4th and 5 for Tomlin and the Steelers.
Got a tight end and a running back both in there for protection to give Roethlisberger a little more time.
They get to him, and Roethlisberger tries to shuttle it to Gilbert. It's picked up by Miller. The play is ruled down. Von Miller celebrates. It's not going to be a touchdown. They ruled him down, but it was Miller who got to Roethlisberger first. And Ware was in there as well. And Denver takes over on downs.
Watch the right tackle. Von Miller finally makes a nice spin. Gets to Roethlisberger, makes him move. But even if he had time, I did not see one person that was close to being open down the field. That's why Roethlisberger held the ball so long. Well, what a move by Von Miller at the right time.
As Peyton looking on, takes off the cape, comes out now to take a couple of snaps. Remember, still 2 timeouts for Pittsburgh. It's a loss of a couple by Anderson. Dupree brings him down. 1:45 to go. Tonight on CBS begins with 60 Minutes and Sean Penn's interview with Charlie Rose about his secret trip to meet the drug lord El Chapo. Followed by new episodes of Madam Secretary and The Good Wife. Tonight only CBS. Coming out of the 2-minute warning, Pittsburgh faced 3rd and 5. And the Broncos on both 3rd and 4th downs got pressure on the quarterback.
Got pressure, and the big thing, the defensive backs, which is an outstanding group, came through in the pressure time. Nobody was open down the field. They ran a really interesting combination where they made it difficult for the defensive backs. They switched it up, covered everybody. Roethlisberger got signed.
Back to Anderson. He is wrapped up by McClendon for no gain. And now the Steelers taking their final timeout with 1:41 to go. The Steelers were leading and driving when Toussaint had the ball knocked out of his hands by Roby, who saw that he was carrying it a little loosely.
Ball was away from his body, and a good run inside for the touchdown, 2-point conversion. But as you were watching that drive by the Steelers, it just had rhythm to it, and you're sitting there thinking, man, this could be the game-winning drive. But then Roby caused a fumble, and then Denver, running the football, marched down to score.
Really a role reversal for what happened last week for Pittsburgh with the Jeremy Hill fumble. 3rd and 11. Once again, it's Anderson who holds on to it with 2 hands. He had lost fumbles in both weeks 16 and 17 after not losing a fumble his entire career up to that point through 30-some-odd games. Okay, the night before Super Bowl 50, the NFL salutes the best players and plays of the season, a primetime star-studded football and entertainment special. NFL Honors, hosted by Conan O'Brien, Saturday, February 6th. Only CBS. So McManus comes onto the field. What's going to be a 45-yard attempt. Colquitt on the hold. And Greer snaps it back, and the kick. That's the kill shot. 10-point margin now for the Broncos. 5 field goals by McManus. Ties a playoff record. So many wacky things have happened in this postseason. If he fails to make that field goal, still would have had just a little under a minute to go if you're the Steelers.
Yep.
Down 7.
No timeouts. You're right. A lot of things could happen, but both defenses today played outstanding.
4th and 20 last night.
Yeah, that's right.
From the 2, complete 2 Hail Marys. I'm believing anything's possible now.
Ryan Shazier, you see him, he played great. Aqib Talib broke up a touchdown throw in the end zone. How big was that?
Look at McManus tying the record with these 5. With all these wind conditions today playing a factor, that's impressive. 14 unanswered points for Denver to lead it at 23-13.
Well, Jim, let's go back. The last fourth down play that you think if Pittsburgh can get that first down, they had timeouts, they could have maybe gone. As you look down the field, watch the in and out of the slot guy in the corner. What a great job of passing the two receivers off. That's where Ben Roethlisberger was looking. They covered it well, calls the sack, wins the game.
Roethlisberger. It's got to be ruled incomplete. Wheaton never had control of it. Oh, flag comes in. Going to be on the Denver defense.
Pass interference, defense number 43. Automatic first down.
Coming up after the game, the Subway post-game show. James Brown and all the crew standing by in our New York studio for their analysis of this game and a look ahead to the AFC title game. All coming up on the Subway post-game show.
Great effort by the Steelers, but when it all comes down to it, so many big plays by the Broncos defense.
What Pittsburgh's done this season, when you look at the body count, the casualties. What a catch there by Bryant. He had that catch last week in the end zone that I saw this week. Sports Illustrated rated it the 5th best postseason catch of all time.
Wow.
I knew it'd be on a list. Number 1 of all time, David Tyree.
Understandable Super Bowl.
Now you talk about Pouncey, Le'Veon Bell, Antonio Brown back home watching, and Mike Tomlin was hopeful they could get past here. He felt Brown would be ready to play next week. As Bryant tackled by Marshall at the 29, and they hurry up. And then you talk about an effort like Ben Roethlisberger, over 300 yards once again against the Broncos. The only quarterback to do it this season against the #1 defense, and he's done it twice.
You know, you look at this, you got 24.
They're going to bring out a field goal unit here.
I was going to say it, bring the kicking unit out. If you make it, at least if you onside kick and get the football, you'd have enough time for a couple throws. So really good job by Mike Tomlin paying attention to the game situation.
It'll be a 47-yard attempt for Boswell. To give them any hope, faint hope, but give them hope if he makes it. Be about 19 or 20 seconds left and try to recover an onside kick and convert a Hail Mary. Part 1 is complete. It's good. Chris Boswell from 47. Pittsburgh now will set up for an onside kick attempt. The Steelers have not had a successful onside since December of 2007 at Baltimore. I want to bring Jay Feely in again and tell me exactly what you would be doing in this situation.
Well, Chris Boswell, they're going to look to see what formation Denver sets up in. His best kick is the high hop. You want that to come down at 11 yards. If it comes too deep, 13, 14, you can't get to it. Give your big receivers a chance to get to the ball and make a play and get the ball back for your team.
These means the high hop. Let the ball go across the ground a little bit and makes that one little hit where it kicks it up in the air. Of course, we just heard from Jay Feely. That's the best thing he does.
Approaches it from the side. Here's the kick. Touched by a Pittsburgh player. And then recovered by Anderson back at the 39.
I thought the Pittsburgh player touched the ball too soon.
I did too. I thought it was about 9 yards out.
Yeah.
I believe it was Sean Spence. C.J. Anderson ends up with the football.
And if Pittsburgh would have recovered it, it would have been reviewed, or it is reviewable. Oh, yeah, it's definitely short.
Well, he wasn't that far away from that traveling 10 yards and having a shot at it.
Right.
Really, I mean.
In fact, when you look at it, if he just lets it go, it looks like he would have had the best chance to get the ball.
He was the closest one to the football.
Everybody was so close to the sideline, but moot point.
Broncos and Patriots are going to battle for the AFC Championship next Sunday here in Denver. You're going to be hearing all the talk again about Brady Manning and the Brady Manning Bowl number 17. We've been there for 8 of them. They had that matchup on this field 2 years ago. And, of course, earlier this season, Peyton was out with injury. New England came here undefeated and took on Denver. Brock Osweiler led the Broncos to an overtime victory, 30-24.
Yeah, a lot of outstanding play today. Both defenses were outstanding. Peyton Manning, that late drive, almost like they did against San Diego. The running game was the difference.
Peyton Manning takes advantage of that fumble and takes the Broncos on a 6-minute and 52-second touchdown drive. 23-16 is the final. The Broncos advance. We got the 1 and the 2 in both the AFC and NFC championship games.
Well, you look at these games, New England got a lot of guys healthy that are back, so that's going to be an interesting matchup out here just to see the difference, the way New England played at the end of the year to where they are now. Arizona, Carolina, another great matchup. Can't wait to watch it.
All right, Tracy Wolfson, down to you.
Peyton, it was a struggle to move the ball all game. Your defense, though, gets the turnover, and then you guide them down for the touchdown. Could you feel that sense of urgency there?
Well, sure. Obviously, down in the fourth quarter, down in the home stretch, great play by our defense. They gave us some good opportunities all day. Pittsburgh did a great job down there in the red zone, keeping us from touchdowns, having to settle for field goals. They've been playing really well for the past 7 weeks or so. They've been stingy down there. So I think the best thing we did is we stayed patient all game. We didn't force anything. We didn't give them any short fields. And obviously, when we needed it, we had a big drive, and I got that touchdown that really put us up.
For you, with all the question marks, with all the distractions, with the injury, to be able to guide this team to the AFC Championship now?
Well, I think our defense is guiding us. Let's make that clear. They played great all season. They were dominant today against a high-powered offense. These guys scored 35 points against us a few weeks ago. Our defense answered the challenge, so I am honored to be a part of it, and looking forward to playing next week in the AFC Championship.
Next week, your 4th AFC Championship against Tom Brady. What can we expect for that one?
Well, it'll be the Broncos versus the Patriots, and we'll enjoy this one tonight. And I think you knew that answer was coming.
I did.
And yeah, to kind of quote Bill Belichick, we'll be on the New England, but I'll be talking about them on Wednesday.
Thanks a lot, Jim.
He's well versed with that question through the years, no question. It's not going to be about the two of them. They'll say that all week. It's about the Broncos and the Patriots. Took that final snap, by the way, and he gave the football to Demaryius Thomas. He said, give that to your mother. His mom watching him play football for the first time ever today.
Great story. Peyton Manning said it right. It was about patience. He showed it. It was the difference in the game because they did not turn the football over.
Denver wins it 23-16. Coming up, the Subway postgame show for Phil, Tracy, Mike Harry, and Jay Feely. Jim Nance saying so long from Denver. You've been watching the NFL on CBS, home of Super Bowl 50. James Brown and the crew in New York coming up after this.
Back in 1965, Subway's founders Fred DeLuca and Dr. Peter Buck teamed up with one simple mission.
Fresh sandwiches. I like it.
The idea seemed crazy in a time when artificial foods and gimmicks were all the rage. But roller skates didn't make food any fresher, and mascots didn't make it any tastier. As it turned out, Fred was right. Sandwiches made with freshly baked bread, fresh veggies, and delicious meats would stand the test of time. We were fresh before it was fresh to be fresh. The Subway Sandwich Shop, founded on fresh.
Presenting Subway Fresh Buzz. Subway,
the official training restaurant of athletes everywhere. Posting a 12-4 record this season, the New England Patriots tied an NFL record with their 7th straight division crown. Quarterback Tom Brady drives their 6th-ranked offense, while Chandler Jones and Jabal Sheard lead the Patriots' 9th-ranked defense. With a win next week, they'll have their 8th AFC title since 2001 and a chance to repeat as Super Bowl champions.
Here's something to shout from the mountaintop. Cricket's plans start at $35 a month after $5 auto-pay credit, with more 4G LTE coverage nationwide than T-Mobile or Sprint. Cricket Wireless, something to smile about.
So your resolution is to do this, and this, maybe not this, or this, or this, but this, and this, and this, and this, which means you should probably wear this. Beat yesterday with Vivo Active from Garmin.
Colbert's all new with Patricia Heaton, Monday and Tuesday from Life in Pieces, Colin Hanks.
Grab my lipstick. Hey, what are you doing?
Getting the coats.
For a half hour?
Bob just got Time Warner Cable. He's getting more.
More what?
More than 25,000 movies and shows on demand, most for free. Look, he's DVRing like 6 shows at once.
Let's go.
Oh, this grass is so much greener than on our TV.
Why are your shoes off?
Because I'm on their bed. I don't want to be rude.
Discover how much more is included.
Are those meatballs still circulating?
Get TV, internet, and phone for $89.99 per month, only from Time Warner Cable.
In Louisville, for 2016, Ford is unleashing the Mustang Shelby GT350. Charting new territory in the adventurous new Explorer. Paving the way in the technologically advanced Ford Edge. And continuing to break ground with the high-strength aluminum alloy F-150. Making America's best-selling brand exactly where you want to be. Now get $1,000 auto show cash on most Ford vehicles. Visit your local Ford store.
The Subway postgame show is powered by Subway Restaurants, the official training restaurant of athletes everywhere. Subway, where winners eat.
And hello, everyone, and welcome back inside Studio 43 in the Subway postgame show. I'm James Brown alongside my guys, Tony, Coach Bart, and Boomer. And a reminder, you can also catch us online. Watch the Subway postgame show at CBSSports.com.
Well, we talked about it at halftime. We said there were no turnovers leading into the second half. That's why the game was so close. One turnover leads to a touchdown for the Denver Broncos. C.J. Anderson had a pretty good game. Hey, I take my hat off to Ben Roethlisberger. Guy played his heart out. And the other thing, Martavis Bryant had a huge game in replace of Antonio Brown.
I'll tell you what, for a minute I was believing in coaching that slingshot. And then Marcus Ware makes the play of the game. You talk about the same thing and make you laugh and make you cry. Last week, Jeremy Hill gives up the ball. This week, Toussaint gives up the ball. You know, the Denver Broncos have a lot to clean up if they can go and and think they can compete with the New England Patriots.
It'll be great to see Brady versus Manning, but I'll say this, hats off to Kevin Colbert for bringing in those players he did on that offensive side of the ball, offensive linemen, backups, backup running backs, you know, depleted receiver core. The Pittsburgh Steelers showed a lot of heart in this game.
I tell you, who gets the game ball here? The kicker, Brandon McManus. How well did he play? 5 for 5, put them in a position to win this game. Hats off to the kicker. Come on, we got to give the kicker some love.
Oh, yeah.
All right, fellas. Let's keep in mind the road to the Super Bowl. That would be Super Bowl 50 continues with the AFC Championship game next Sunday right here on CBS. Peyton Manning and the top seed Broncos will host Tom Brady and the defending Super Bowl champion New England Patriots. It's Brady versus Manning 17, vying for a spot in historic Super Bowl 50. Our coverage begins at 2 Eastern with a special playoff edition of the NFL Today presented by Southwest Airlines. In the NFC Championship matchup, Carson Palmer will be making his first career championship game appearance, leading the Cardinals against Cam Newton and the Panthers. They'll be making their first title game appearance in 10 years. And tonight on CBS begins with 60 Minutes and Sean Penn's interview with Charlie Rose about his secret trip to meet the drug lord El Chapo. That'll be followed by new episodes of Madam Secretary and The Good Wife, and that's all coming up tonight only on CBS. Folks, thank you so very much for tuning in. Tony will not have gloves on next week in Denver per coach. We'll see you next week from Denver. Good night, everyone.
It's cold. I'm wearing gloves.
RootMetrics, in the nation's largest independent study, tested wireless performance across the country. Verizon won big with 153 state wins. AT&T got 38, Sprint got 2, and T-Mobile got 0. Verizon also won first in the U.S. for data, call, speed, and reliability. AT&T got text. Stuck on an average network? Join Verizon, and we'll cover your cost to switch.
It doesn't matter what kind of weather. It doesn't matter what time of day or night. When Mother Nature's done her worst, the only thing that matters to us is keeping the lights on for you. The hard-working men and women of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, dedicated to keeping the power on in communities across the country. Because when bad weather strikes, we know what matters most. The IBEW, the power professionals.
Floyd doesn't believe he can get his taxes done for nothing. So we brought in Dr. Michio Kaku to explain exactly what we mean by nothing.
Nothing is the absence of something. Zero is absolutely nothing.
So it costs nothing?
Well, it costs you zero, which is nothing.
Nothing. All right.
File for free with Intuit TurboTax.
Nobody gets you closer to the playoffs than NFL Network. Everybody's got to step their game up with the most coverage possible. Hall of Fame analysis from the guys who've been there.
No one expected them to even be in that game.
With exclusive access 24/7. The coverage never stops.
Which makes them very, very dangerous.
And more team reports than anywhere.
Defense really stepped up and shut him down in the second half.
Touchdown! Nobody does the playoffs like NFL Network. Nobody.
Sure, the game is great. But here's a real reason to scream at your television. Book now at Southwest.com.
CBS Sports thanks you for watching this presentation of the National Football League.
Melissa Benoist is Supergirl. New episode CBS Monday.
It's the right thing to do. What's that?
It's what they do, like lifetime rotation and balancing and free alignment with any new tire.
No free kittens?
Kittens? We could do that?
Oh, sorry. I hate that guy.
Oh, man, these wings look good.
Yeah, this spicy honey barbecue sauce is so good, it'll change your life.
Sir, it looks like we're leading in the polls.
You're running for president?
Don't answer that.
Life-changing? Maybe. Indescribably good? Definitely. The boneless wings meal with spicy honey barbecue sauce, served with crinkle fries and a small drink. Zaxby's. Indescribably good.
To cover late-breaking news the best, you have to rise before the sun and watch the skies 24/7, so you never miss a moment. Because late-breaking news in Greater Louisville can touch our families, shape our days, and unite our community. We're covering late-breaking moments every day, the moments that only happen in Greater Louisville. WLKY News, live, local, late-breaking.
Don't miss a new episode of TV's #1 drama, NCIS, Tuesday.
What is the Chinese government's ultimate goal?
They want to develop certain segments of industry, and instead of trying to out-innovate, out-research, out-develop, they're choosing to do it through theft.
John Carlin is the Assistant Attorney General for National Security with responsibility for counterterrorism and cyber attacks.